recording it and then I can. Okay, beautiful. I'll start one more time. So, welcome everybody on this full moon, first full moon of this year. Let's take a journey where we put our focus on becoming like the trees that stand there, not inviting the birds to come perch on them or even desiring that they, leave. And they're just standing there. Certain birds come, certain others don't. There's some stay for a long time, some just fly away. They don't respond, they don't react. There's nothing, they just stand there. And if we could be like the trees, just standing our ground, allowing for the experiences or the circumstances, incidents in our lives to unfold just the way they are meant to unfold, it would be so easy for us to allow those experiences or the happenings to keep flowing, keep moving on. And all we have to do is just stay grounded and watch, observe, not get involved with them and not lose our energy, not lose ourselves in the happenings around. Can you imagine how beautiful that would be? Seasons would change, which is like our circumstances would change, but we remain centered and grounded. So let's start this beautiful first full moon of this year with this intention. I'm going to read the quote one more time. Consider the trees that allow the birds to perch and fly away without ever inviting them or desiring them never to depart. If your heart can be like this, you will be closer to the way. Like I said, we just stand our ground, pull our energies, our focus within, and allow the happenings of the lives to come and go as it pleases without getting caught up in all the different things that happen around us. And that is when we become conduits, we become just channels or placeholders. Life just flows through us and we allow life to unfold just the way it is meant to. So, that being said, I welcome all of you and I'll start the journey. And as people join, I will, usher them in. But I think it's time to start. So, what I'm going to ask you guys to do is make yourself comfortable. Take a nice deep breath in. Close your eyes. Allow yourself to settle in your heart space. And as you keep breathing in and breathing out at your pace, become aware of all the feelings that are going on in your heart. How does your heart feel today? The new year began. A few days have gone by. What have been the experiences? And how have you responded or reacted to them? How has life unfolded for you? I want you to just become aware of all of that, being settled in your heart, having a deeper perspective, deeper grasp of your feelings. Sometimes things may have unfolded beautifully and you've really loved it. And sometimes it may not have been what you expected. However, you allowed things to unfold. And sometimes it just might be that you just didn't like what was happening. Just be very objective. Look at all of that, because that is life. There's good, bad, and in between. We have no control. It wouldn't be fair to say we have no control. We do, but most of the time we are unconscious. So we have no control. But the more conscious we get, the more aware we get that we are actually co-creating with the universe all the experience that unfold in our lives. They are not just a random happening. They are working or working out in conjunction with the waves or the messages that we're sending out at every minute, whether we are aware or we are unaware. And the more we go within, the more centered we get, the more settled in our hearts we are, the more present we can be with ourselves, the more conscious we get as to what signals we are sending to the universe. And when we become aware, we will never send something that we don't want rebounding back to us. So today we are going to focus on stillness and equanimity. And as you're becoming aware of the feelings, sensations in your heart, I want you to allow your awareness to go to different parts of your body. Let's go from the top of our head. Just scan your body. How does it feel on top of the head? Is there any contraction? Is there any feeling of constriction, stress, tension? The skull, the scalp, the forehead, the face, ears, back of the head, neck, throat, shoulders, chest, arms, abdomen, the back, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, feet, now that you've scanned your body of anything that's taking up space, creating stress or constriction, I want you to imagine taking a beautiful, nice breath, which is like the white light surrounding you. And as you inhale, you're inhaling that white light, divine white light. And this in breath is taking this white light and permeating it into your entire system. Allow this light to fill your body, fill your being, going to each and every nook and cranny of your being and dissolving all that is creating stress, constriction, and tension. And opening up space so that you can just relax. As you exhale, you allow yourself, your soul to sink in your body. As if you were just sinking in cloud. You are all already situated in this beautiful container that is filled with this divine golden white light. It's a pyramid, and each of you have your own individual pyramid. And as the light is pouring down from above, I'm seeing these certain light codes that are just dropping down into each of your pyramids and just permeating your entire being, helping you with the upgrades that you need, that you're ready for, helping you let go of things that are standing in your way of being present to your own being, of being present to each moment of this life. So give yourself permission to be open to receiving these light codes, to receiving any and all energy that is of highest frequency, to come in, clear out everything that's not serving you, and fill yourself with the highest frequencies and the highest upgrades that you're ready for at this stage. So that you can be situated in your inner knowing and that beautiful state of stillness and equanimity. At this stage, I'm being shown a beautiful white and pink lotus in full blossom. And each of you are situated in that lotus, receiving those light codes and just allowing yourselves to be and to take this journey with me. Imagine the stem of the lotus is connected to your tailbone, and that stem is going all the way down to the center of Mother Earth, connecting you to her heart so that you're deeply anchored in the Mother Earth, knowing that you're safe and you're held in love. And as you allow yourself to expand, because the more you relax, the more your consciousness or your spirit expands. Let's set the intention that with every in-breath and with every out-breath, your consciousness expands. Now imagine just floating above your body and just taking a beautiful journey, just with your spirits, allowing your bodies to rest while we take this beautiful journey into time. As we float around, going to the space that we felt most comfortable as we were growing up or as children, or it could be a different lifetime. It could be a different space, reality. I want you to give yourself permission for your soul or your spirit to go wherever it feels most comfortable. It could be a forest. It could be under a tree. It could be by a lake. It could be a mountaintop. Just anything. It could be a log cabin. There are no judgments. And you may not even see anything as you allow your spirit to travel. Some of you might be transported to a different planet. Or you may just see blank. And everything that comes to you is right. Just trust. Trust in the knowing that it's perfect, right, and good for you. And the highest upgrades that need to come to you are going to come from this. Now make yourself comfortable wherever it is that you've been taken to. And as you sit there, allowing the surroundings to permeate your entire being, how does it feel to be in a spot that gave you that harmony, that peace, that tranquility, that feeling of being at home? I want you to allow your spirits to soak in everything that's coming your way. And as this beautiful feeling of being in harmony and at peace with yourself and with your surrounding, as it increases, I want you to allow yourself to be filled with it so that nothing can shake that feeling, so that you are so tanked up on this feeling that no matter what comes your way in your daily life, you are able to respond from this space of harmony and peace and serenity. I want you to experience your vibrations now. When you are in that absolute stillness, absolute peace and harmony, your vibrations naturally increase. Your body feels energized because you're not squandering away your energies. Your senses are not giving away your energies to anything outside of you. Instead, they are gaining more and more energy. So your batteries are totally charged up, and your spirit is vibrating at a higher level. Most of the time, when we are involved with the outside world, even though we charge ourselves, most of the time, like our phones, our energies get depleted. And if we are not charging it on a consistent basis, we run on empty tanks. And that's not a healthy way to go. So we need to recharge over and over again. But what if we were consistently plugged into the source? We were consistently situated on that charging pad, which is the space of being in complete harmony, peace, and tranquility. How would life be then? You would be in such a position of trust and knowing, not trusting something outside of you, but trusting in your own knowing that you are enough, that everything is okay because everything within you is okay. A storm comes by, but your inner space is so tranquil that that outside storm has no effect on it. A drought comes by, but your inner space is so flourishing that the drought, famine has nothing, no power over your inside landscape. Just being situated in that knowing that you are connected to that constant source of power, like being connected to a bank or bank account, which miraculously keeps filling up. We have to do nothing except be connected. Can you imagine what that state would be, knowing that our bank accounts are filled with money or filled with whatever currency, gold, silver, whatever? The whole concept of lack disappears then. And then you spend because you want to, not because you have to. And that is exactly the possession or the space I want you guys to experience and be in, of being consistently filled up with this stillness, peace, tranquility, so that you can be equanimous in any and all situations, any and all unfoldings of life as you go through it. And when you are situated in that space, life will flow through you, and you will just allow it. You will allow it and all its experiences to unfold in the most beautiful, in the most free manner, without any resistance. And then, whether you like it or don't like it, there will be miracles happening all around you, because there is a sense of surrender. You are no longer fighting and struggling and trying to control and make things happen. Feel yourself being free of that need to control. Feel yourself just flowing with the river, going with the flow, not against it. And this beautiful river is carrying you wherever you need to go. You see, the universe is so intelligent. It is trying to give you the best. You come into this world, and the universe wants to provide you with the best. However, because of our experiences, our whole view becomes colored, and we start to, instead of sending pure signals, instead of being situated in the present moment, we start giving it all of this fear and lack all of these lower vibrations, and expect the universe to make things happen without the lag, without the fear, without the low vibrations that we are giving it. However, universe happens to be the chef who's cooking the dish for you, or the person who takes the order for you. He's just going to take the order, whatever you ask for. If you're giving negative vibrations or lower vibrations, it has no choice but to, honor your request. It takes, and it has to, make do with whatever ingredients you're giving. And it'll roll out a dish which we don't like. However, then we get upset and we think that it's not fair. Universe is not being fair, without realizing that the universe was trying its best to serve us with the best dish. However, we got in the way. We gave it stuff because we didn't trust. We started telling the universe, hey, don't do this, and don't add this, and don't. There were just so many don't. But the universe doesn't understand don'ts. It just took on all the negatives and added it to the mix of the whole ingredient, the recipe, and it served you with whatever you asked for. With that knowing, now that we know it, and what's happening, why the dish is not coming out the way we want it, let's get smarter and let's situate ourselves in that knowing that the universe is going to serve us with the best, as long as we are vibrating and sending signals of pure vibrations and pure frequencies. It's going to give us back exactly that. I want you to imagine your heart space. There's a beautiful light that's lighting up your heart space, because you are sitting in your favorite spot. You're being filled with that tranquility, peace, joy, serenity. And that light is glowing brighter and brighter. And it's radiating all around you. It's getting more and more prominent. It's sending those signals of peace, joy, stillness, love, all around you. It's filling your whole entire space, whether it's your house, whether it's your community, your country, your planet, the entire universe. And because you're radiating that, that is being echoed back to you in all the experiences that unfold in your life. So that when something unpleasant shows up, you're able to recognize that, okay, this is part of the lesson that I chose to experience. So now that I've experienced, I'm ready to release it. And I'm ready to release myself, because the lesson has been learned. There's nothing more to do, nothing more to learn, except surrender and float along with the river of life and allow it to carry us where we need to go. I'm going to give you guys a moment to be in that space, to feel that heart space of yours just glowing. Feel the signal radiating all around you. And not just all around you, I want you to imagine that feeling of being so grounded, so at peace. Imagine all of that feeling just going down through your tailbone, into the lotus, through the lotus stem, all the way down into Mother Earth's heart, and just filling Mother Earth with that beautiful feeling. And wherever on this earth there is unrest, there is disharmony and discord, your peace is going to go there and smooth things out. So allow your heart to radiate love, radiate kindness, radiate compassion, radiate contentment. And at this point, you might even imagine a color. You might see a certain color permeating the entire earth in the form of your love, compassion, tranquility, stillness, healing. And as you're doing this, I want you to become aware of your bodies. If there is any pain in your body, if there's any constriction, any ill health, illness, discomfort, feel all of that magically being relieved. Because when you are situated in stillness, your cells in the body know this primordial stillness and silence, and they flourish most beautifully in the stillness. And as you're radiating it all around you, and it is permeating through your entire being, it is also permeating your entire system, your cells, each and every cell in your body. I want you to imagine your cells giggling because this energy is so beautiful. They're being tickled, they're giggling, they're happy, and just letting go of all the cares, all the constrictions. And the stillness is being established in each and every cell of your body. any and all memory of trauma, pain, hurt cannot exist when stillness gets established. Because stillness is the balm that heals everything. In that stillness, there is no sound, there is no movement. So it's not just your cells that are being freed, even your energy body is being freed of any and all energetic imprints that are stored in it, whether they are from this lifetime or any other lifetime, space, dimension, or reality. Become aware of your heartbeat. It might be hard to become aware because your heart is so still at this point. It is so calm. And even if it is not completely still, completely calm, but as compared to when we started the journey, just know that you've come a long way and that your heart is thanking you. You guys are doing such a great job. I'm so proud of you. So proud of each of you. It takes a lot of courage to go inward because we are so trained to look outside. So feel your heart again. And with a smile on your face, feel your heart smiling back at you. And that smile that the heart is experiencing, allow it to permeate your entire being. And now I want you to become aware of this beautiful moon, the full moon. Well, today it's almost, but the day before, the day of, and the day after the full moon, all three of them are really potent. So imagine the moon being like a spotlight, beaming its light upon each of you. And as you're becoming more and more established in stillness, peace and quiet, tranquility, and equanimity, feel the spotlight magnifying that whole experience and instilling it deeper and deeper into your being. You look up at the moon, you smile at her, and she smiles back at you. and her magical rays. They have this glittering light or the sparkles that come down upon you and just activate your intuition. They activate your connection with your feelings so that you can allow them to become your friend and your guide. Your perspective of your emotion changes where you start to honor your emotions as something that is giving you a feedback. Your emotions becoming like messengers, telling you what is needed or what's not needed. So imagine the light of the moon helping you make friends with your emotions, getting in tune with yourself in your emotions. And that opens a floodgate of healing for you. All of the times when we blocked certain feelings, certain emotions, because it was too much to handle, we are now letting go of that because our capacity has increased. We are so much more expanded that now, even when the overwhelming emotions flood our being, we are so spacious that it cannot create any commotion. It'll flood in and just dissipate because we are situated in stillness, tranquility, and love. Now you have more space to experience fear. When fear arises, you look at it, you welcome it, be compassionate with it, or rather yourself. And because you're so compassionate and loving, fear has no choice but to feel safe. And so it stops bothering you. And so is with any and all emotions. I want you to now become aware of any of your guiding spirits, angels, spirit animals, ancestors. If they are around and you feel them, you may want to ask for a gift if they have one for you. Generally, always they have something for you. It could be a thing, it could be a word of advice, it could just be love. Be open to receiving from them. Ask them where that gift needs to be placed or how it needs to be used. Now thank them and see them just recede in the background. Thank the moon. Thank the space that you went to, whether it was a planet, mountain, river, lake, log cabin, forest, whatever. Thank that. And come back to your body that is situated in that lotus. And stretch yourself in the body glove. You might feel a sense of buzzing, and that's okay. Allow for all the surplus energy that got created or generated because your energies are fully charged, your batteries are fully charged. Allow for all of that surplus energy, anything that is extra over the top, to quietly seep down to that stem of the lotus into Mother Earth, where she will hold it for you and keep feeding it back to you as and when there is more space for you to take it in. I want you to thank the lotus for keeping you safe. I want you to thank Mother Earth, thank the pyramid, and just gently bring your awareness back to your body, back to your breath. Bringing it back to where you started the journey from. Your living room, bedroom, car, wherever it was. As you become more and more aware of your physical body, you may wriggle your toes, move your fingers, and just gently, whenever you're ready, come back to yourself. You may open your eyes and welcome yourselves back. Or if you choose to go to sleep, this is fine too.